Please subscribe my channel Wisdom After 60 and press bell notification.
Let's talk gently now about the physical side, the part we often overlook. But that matters more with each passing year. Many seniors say things like, "I didn't do anything, but my back still hurts." Or "I only sat for a while, and now I can hardly stand up straight." The truth is, most of us were never really taught how to sit in a way that protects the spine, and that's okay. It's never too late to learn. Here's what's quietly hurting us: sitting without lower back support, which causes the spine to curve in the wrong direction. Slouching forward, especially when reading, knitting, or watching TV. Crossing the legs for too long, which twists the hips and affects the lower spine. Sinking into overly soft chairs or couches that cause the pelvis to tilt backward and strain the back muscles. Now here's the gentle truth. Just as sitting the wrong way can hurt us, sitting the right way can help us heal. Try these small, loving adjustments. Choose a chair with firm support that allows your back to rest upright. Place a rolled towel or cushion behind your lower back. This encourages the spine's natural curve. Keep both feet flat on the floor with knees level to or slightly below your hips. If you must sit for a while, get up every 30 to 45 minutes and walk around, even just for a minute or two. And perhaps most importantly, listen to your body. If something aches after sitting, that's your body speaking to you. You don't need expensive equipment. You don't need to be perfect. You just need awareness, consistency, and compassion for your body, the same body that has carried you through a lifetime of memories. These changes may seem small, but over time, they can ease pressure, improve circulation, reduce nerve pain, and restore a sense of lightness in your spine. Because even after 60, your body is capable of renewal. It simply needs you to meet it with care. There's something deeply spiritual about the way we carry ourselves. Our posture, our breath, even how we sit. It all reflects the relationship we have with our inner life. When we hunch over, when our shoulders fall, when our chest caves in, it's not just our spine that bends. Sometimes, it's our spirit that feels heavy too, and that's okay. Aging brings with it so much change. The people around us, the pace of life, the quietness of a once busy home, it all adds weight we can't always see. Sometimes, we begin to sit smaller in the world, as if we're trying to take up less space. As if we're slowly folding into ourselves. But what if we saw sitting differently? Not just as a way to rest, but as a moment of gentle presence. A reminder that we are still here, still upright, still breathing. Think of the spine as your life's pillar, a soft, living thread that's held your joys, your sorrows, your laughter, and your burdens. It deserves more than just physical support. It deserves reverence. When you sit with care, you remind your soul, "I honor the life I've lived. I honor the body that's brought me this far." You don't need to sit stiff or tall like a soldier. You just need to sit like someone who believes they still matter. Because you do. Your story isn't finished. You are still growing, still teaching, still offering something to the world, even if the world is just one quiet room, or one kind conversation. So next time you sit, place your feet gently on the ground, breathe in, feel your spine lift. Not in effort, but in respect. Not in pride, but in peace. Let that moment be your prayer. Let it be your reminder that your body is sacred ground, and every small act of care is an act of gratitude, not just for your spine, but for your life. So much of aging is learning to listen more closely, not just to others, but to ourselves. To our hearts, our breath, our bones. The way we sit may seem like a small thing, but it carries a quiet message. It says whether we're still honoring the body that has carried us for so long, or whether we've started to forget its needs. But now you know. And with knowing comes the power to choose differently, gently, patiently, and without pressure. Not out of fear, but out of kindness. You don't need to fix everything today. You don't need perfect posture or fancy furniture. You just need a little more awareness. A little more love for your back, your breath, your legs, and your presence in this world. Even one small change, like placing a cushion behind your back, or pausing to stretch, is a loving step toward comfort and care. Because after everything your body has done for you, It deserves to be treated like a trusted companion, not a burden. You are not broken. You are not too late. You are simply in a new season of learning, one filled with quiet wisdom and deep inner strength. So the next time you sit to drink tea, to read, to rest, let it be with presence. Let it be with care, and know that your body still hears you, and it's still willing to respond. One gentle adjustment at a time. You are still worthy of ease, still worthy of comfort, still worthy of walking through life and sitting in it with grace. Now let's talk gently and honestly about why constipation, after the age of 65, is not something to brush aside. One concern is straining. When we push too hard, we're not just stressing our bowels, we're putting pressure on the heart and blood vessels. For someone already managing blood pressure or heart issues, that moment in the bathroom can become unexpectedly risky. Then there's fecal impaction, which can happen when waste becomes so dry and stuck that it forms a blockage. It can be painful, and in some cases, it may require emergency medical help. Sadly, this is more common than people think in older adults, especially those who live alone or don't feel comfortable talking about their discomfort. Constipation can also press on the bladder, causing more frequent urination or infections. It can lead to a loss of appetite, poor sleep, and even contribute to falls, because when the body feels off balance from internal discomfort, walking and coordination suffer. But here's the good news: much of this can be gently prevented. With small daily shifts, try sipping warm water in the morning. It wakes up the digestive system. Add soft fibers like prunes, oats, or cooked vegetables. Move your body, even with short walks or gentle stretches. Avoid holding it in when you feel the urge. Respond kindly, and be careful with over-the-counter laxatives. They can become a habit the body relies on, and most importantly, don't stay silent. If you're struggling, speak with your doctor. There is help, and you deserve it. Constipation doesn't mean your body is failing. It means your body needs support. A little more water, a little more movement, a little more love. This is not about fear, it's about awareness. And with awareness, healing is always possible. There's something deeply human about the act of letting go. Whether it's an old memory, a heavy thought, or something as simple and natural as what the body no longer needs release is part of how we stay alive, balanced, and whole. But as we age, the act of letting go, even in our own bodies, can grow harder. Constipation, though often spoken of in hushed tones, carries a quiet spiritual message. It speaks to the parts of us that are holding on, sometimes out of habit, sometimes out of fear, and sometimes just because change feels difficult. And isn't that true in life too? We hold on to routines, to old pains, to people we miss, or roles we no longer play. Our lives, like our bodies, filled with what once served a purpose, but now needs to be gently released. The body mirrors the soul more than we realize. When the gut slows down, it's often a sign that something else needs attention. Rest, hydration, gentleness, movement, maybe even grief. It's not just a physical issue, it's emotional. So what if we saw this discomfort, not as something shameful, but as a quiet invitation to slow down, to listen, and to care for ourselves in a new way? To sit in the sunlight for a few more minutes, to drink warm tea with intention, to move not out of discipline, but out of gratitude for this body that still carries us, even if slower now, even if more carefully. You've let go of so much in life already: loved ones, seasons, expectations, and still, you rise. Maybe your body is asking you, gently, to keep releasing, to not hold in what no longer serves you, physically or emotionally. Because you are not meant to carry discomfort, shame, or silence. You are meant to feel ease, to feel peace, and sometimes, the path to that peace begins with something as simple and sacred as letting go. So, if you've been living with that quiet discomfort, that feeling of fullness that doesn't go away, or the sense that something inside just isn't moving the way it used to, I want you to know this: you are not alone. And you are not broken. Constipation after 65 is common, but that doesn't mean it should be ignored. It's your body's way of saying, please notice me. Please care for me a little differently now, and you can. You really can. With small, kind changes, a glass of warm water in the morning, a walk after lunch, a few extra moments of stillness and listening, your body can begin to soften again, to move again, to let go again. You've been through so much. You've held families together, carried burdens quietly, endured more than most will ever know. Now is the time to offer that same patience and strength inward, to treat your own body with the care and respect it has always given others. Healing doesn't need to be dramatic. Sometimes, it's as gentle as recognizing a need and responding with love. So take a breath, sit softly, drink something warm. Trust that even now, your body is listening, and it's still capable of finding its natural rhythm again. You are worthy of feeling light. You are worthy of comfort. You are worthy of ease in your body, in your spirit, and in every moment that follows.